For less than 75, we're going to be writing fractions and decimals as percents. So a percent is actually a fraction with a denominator of 100. Instead of writing the denominator 100, we can use a percent sign. So like 3/100 is the same as 3%. Hello, we knew that. Okay, we've already talked about that all year long. So when we write 3/100 as a percent, if our fraction's out of 100, automatically that top number, that's our percent. So we just write 3%. That one would not need any work, just the 3%. Now, it says write 3/10 as a percent. Okay? Well, remember, percent's out of 100, so I need to make this into hundredths. So I have 3/10, and I need to get to 100ths. Okay, I did 10 times 10 here. I'm going to take my 3 times 10 to get 30. Now, since out of 100ths, I can take the top number, write the percent sign. Okay? So if we're going from a fraction to a percent, we have to get our fraction to be out of 100, and then we can take the top number, write our percent sign with it. Okay? It says of the 30 students who took the test, 15 earned an A. What percent of the students earned an A? Well, 15 earned an A, and there was 30 students altogether. So at 15 30ths. Now remember, it asks for a percent, so we need to get it out of 100. Now 30 doesn't go into 100 very easily, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to reduce and then enlarge it to make it to 100. Okay? So right away I see that this is 1/2, so I could say it's 1/2. The other thing I could do is get it into tens, because I could take 3 out of both of these. I could take 5, whatever. Okay? So I could go so that this was 10. So I divide by 3 there, divide by 3 here. Okay? Either way, what we're going to have to do now is enlarge this. The reason I did get this bottom number 10 is because going from 10 to 100 is easy. We're just multiplying by 10. So 10 times 10 is 100, 5 times 10 is 50. It's all 100, so I write my numerator, my top number, with percent sign. If I were to reduce it to 1/2, I need to get this to 100. 2 times 50 is 100, so 1 times 50 is 50. It comes out the same. Okay? Somehow we got to get that fraction to be out of 100. Now decimals. It says write 12/100 as a percent. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to turn this into a fraction. Okay? How do we say it? 12/100. Well, that gives us our fraction, 12/100, and since it's out of 100 already, automatically we have our percent. Top number, percent sign, done. Perfect. Nice and easy. Okay? So if our decimal is in hundredths, we just write that fraction 12/100, write with a percent sign. Okay? Write 8/100 as percent. 8/100 equals 8%. Nice and easy. Now it says write 8/10 as a percent. So my fraction is 8/10. Now, remember we need to get all of 100. So 10 times 10 is 100, 8 times 10 is 80. I have my top number, write it with percent. Okay, nice and easy. Another thing you could have done was made this decimal into hundredths by adding a 0 after the 8, and then writing it as your fraction of 100 to your percent. Either way, we're still getting that 80%. Okay, go ahead. There's a lot of questions on here, but it should be nice and easy. Hopefully, go ahead, do all the problems there. Make sure you bring any questions you have to class.